Hello again. We're going to continue working with our pronoun worksheets today, and please follow along with me on page 25 of your 3-ring binder. We're going to talk about the different types of pronouns in this particular worksheet. So we're going to talk about compound personal, personal, indefinite, adjective, interrogative, reciprocal, exclamatory, and what's the one I'm missing? No. Anyway, I'm missing one. I forgot. Anyway, we're going to talk about the one. I've got my notes on the floor. So we're going to talk about the 8 types of pronouns here, and I've got them listed. We got personal, compound personal, relative. That's the one I forgot. Interrogative, exclamatory, reciprocal, demonstrative, or indefinite. Some books will say the indefinite pronouns are called adjective pronouns. 6 one, half dozen of another. I grew up calling them indefinites. If you grew up calling them adjectives, I understand what that means. Not a problem. Okay. So let's go through and find all of the pronouns in these sentences here. Okay. Do you two know each other? Where are your pronouns? There are 2. We're looking at all sorts of pronouns. Okay. You and each other. Number 2, everybody loves somebody. Your 2 pronouns are everybody and somebody. Okay? Number 3, there's only one in number 3. What is it? Each. Number 4, there are 3 in number 4, and they are that and I and anyone. Number 5, what a day today has been. There's 1 pronoun. What a. The exclamatory phrasal. Okay, what a. Number 6, there is 1 pronoun, and it is themselves. Number 7, Ronald forgot that again. That. Number 8, who will win the election? Your 1 pronoun is who. Number 9, that is the right answer. Your 1 pronoun is that. Number 10, there's only 1 pronoun in the sentence that reads, the car which is in this parking space will receive a traffic ticket. Which is your pronoun there? Number 11, what is the correct fork? Start that again. What is the correct fork to use with this course? You have 1 pronoun, and it is what? Number 12, we have 2 pronouns, and they are who the heck are you. Your 2 pronouns, who and you. They rhyme, hey. Number 13, the man who robbed the bank will be punished for his crime. We have 2 pronouns, the first one being who. Your second one being his. Number 14, I saw Mary myself. 2 pronouns, and they are I and myself. Number 15, no one wanted to go downstairs to investigate the noise, but he eventually volunteered. 2 pronouns, the first one being no one, and the second one, he. Okay? And then your last sentence has 1 pronoun, who. Very good. Okay. Actually, 16 should be whom, W-H-O-M. That's my bad. Okay, that's my bad. Whom will pity Mary. It's still a pronoun, but it's the wrong case. Okay, my bad. Okay. Now let's indicate what type they are. Okay. What about you? Is it a personal, compound personal, relative, interrogative? Personal, because it's on the telephone pole business. Okay? Each other. Reciprocal. There are two reciprocal pronouns. Each other, one another. The only two there are. Two phrasals. Number 2, everybody and somebody are both indefinite. Okay, they're indefinite pronouns. We don't know who's being talked about. Unknown. Each knew the danger before the mission began. Should be a period there. What about each? Unknown. Who are the eaches? You know, we don't know. We're not privy to that information. What about that? Demonstrative. Points out. This, that, these, those are the 4 demonstratives. I appears on the telephone pole, so what flavor is it? Personal. Yeah. And then anyone? Indefinite. Who is anyone? I don't know. Number 5, what a is your pronoun? Sentence ends with an exclamation point. Big clue, big clue. Exclamatory pronoun. What a or what an are the 2 exclamatory pronouns. They're phrasal. You just can't say what. It's what a. Okay, it's a phrasal. In number 6, we've got themselves. Adam and Eve got themselves in trouble. Compound personal. Remember, it's on that specialized telephone pole where you have a objective case, possessive case pronoun plus self or selves. Okay? Ronald forgot that again. You told me the pronoun was that. What flavor is it? Demonstrative. This, that, these, those are your 4 demonstrative pronouns. That's all there is. Who will win the election? Who is your pronoun and what category does it fit in? Interrogative. It asks for information. The statement ends with a question mark. Big clue. That is the right answer. That is what type of pronoun? Demonstrative. This, that, these, those. Number 10, your pronoun is which. What flavor is it? Relative. Which is a relative pronoun. It introduces a clause, a dependent clause, also known as a relative clause because of the presence of the relative pronoun. And it refers back to something that's already been mentioned. Which has what as an antecedent? What's the antecedent of which? Car. We're referring back to car. Which is in this parking space is your dependent clause, the relative dependent clause. And then what's your independent clause? The car will receive a traffic ticket. What's the subject and verb of that dependent relative clause? Which is. What's the subject and verb of that independent clause? Car will receive. Find your subjects and verbs. Find your clauses, guys. It's like mega important. It just has to be. Okay? What is the correct fork to use with this course? Your pronoun is what? What flavor is it? Interrogative. We're asking for information. There's that question mark. Big clue. Okay? Number 12. Who the heck are you? What about the who? It's a band I really didn't care for, but what about the who in this sentence? Interrogative. It's asking for information. What about the you? Personal pronoun. Personal pronoun goes on them their telephone poles, right? You bet. The man who robbed the bank will be punished for his crime. Your first pronoun is who, and what category does it fit in? Think back to number 10. Relative pronoun. Who is a relative pronoun that introduces what dependent relative clause? Who robbed the bank? What's your subject and verb of that relative independent clause? Who robbed? Where is your independent clause in that sentence? The man will be punished for his crime. Your subject, man. Your verb, will be punished. Okay? What is the type of pronoun of his? Personal. It's on that possessive case personal pronoun telephone pole, right? Third person singular. Lower left. I saw Mary myself. What about the I? What type of a pronoun? Personal pronoun. You bet your money. What about the myself? It's got self in it. It's a specialized telephone pole. Compound personal. It takes a personal pronoun and sticks a self or a selves on it. Okay? Is that myself used in the reflexive way or the intensive way? Intensive adds emotion. I saw Mary or myself. There's a little bit of emotion in there, right? If it's intensive, you can read the sentence without it, and it will still make sense. I saw Mary. Okay, not as much of emotion there. Okay. No one wanted to go downstairs to investigate the noise, but he eventually volunteered. No one is what kind? Indefinite. Who's the no one? I don't know. What about the he? Personal. Nominative case, personal pronoun on the lower left-hand portion of the telephone pole. What about whom will Penny marry? What about whom? Interrogative, asking for information. Turn that question into a statement. Penny will marry whom? Penny's your subject. Will marry is your verb. Your indirect object is whom. And that whom is an interrogative pronoun. Okay? Alrighty. So we will dispense with this little lecture and we'll come back with the rest of the worksheets. Okay? Alrighty. Dandy. Hang in there now, people. It's okay. We're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. The only difference between what we're doing now and what we do if I were standing in here in 206, I'd be bigger than the picture on your screen. And it's better to see me smaller, okay? I hope you have a great, great day. You take care of yourselves, alrighty? If you got any questions, don't despair. Don't sit there with question marks. You contact me. Okay? Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.